Well, hello there, guys. I'm pretty sure you did not expect to see this uploaded on my channel. Well, I decided to do a little PBR battle against ZakkiOrichalcum because he asked me for a battle for his 200 subscriber anniversary thingy. So I said, why the hell not? And yeah, I mean, I had this double Steam that I'm pretty sure I haven't used before. So yeah, we'll give it a try. I lead with Porygon 2 and Dusknoir, and he leads with Persian and Kangaskhan. And yeah, this team is a Grav Room team, as I called it myself. A mix of Trick Room and Gravity. Unfortunately, he used Fake Out on Porygon 2, which means he did not get to pull off said Trick Room. And the Gravity actually boosts Persian's Thunder's accuracy. Yeah, he uses a Persian with Thunder, that's pretty neat, gotta give him credit for that. And Porygon gets paralyzed, doesn't really matter, except that he double teams Porygon 2 now, and takes him out with a critical Hammer Arm. So that kinda sucks. The Trick Room aspect of this team will be touched upon very little in this battle. It's all about the Gravity in this one. And hell, Dusknoir goes for Dynamic Punch, which becomes pretty accurate in Gravity. Unfortunately, because the Dusknoir does not have any attack EVs, it is still pretty weak and unable to take out a Persian. And out comes Magnezone, who is one of the main offensive threats this team has. Because a Stab Thunder from a max special attack Magnezone will hurt anything that's not a ground or electric type. And he goes for a Dizzy Punch on Dusknoir. He has Scrappy, so he can hit ghost types before you guys start asking. And Magnezone goes for Flash Cannon. Don't know why I didn't go for Thunder, but whatever. Dusknoir goes for Will-O-Wisp on his Kangaskhan, pretty much crippling it and making it useless. I know we switched out Persian for Dusknoir if you hadn't noticed by now. Yay, we both have Dusknoirs. Now, he switches out Kangaskhan for some reason, brings in Swampert, probably expecting like a Thunder. The Thunder is coming, except it's on Dusknoir, which takes it out. So yeah, his Dusknoir really did not get to do anything. Oh well. So yeah, I'm pretty much winning by now. Dusknoir goes for another Dynamic Punch, gets a crit on Swampert, still does nothing. But yay for Confusion Hacks. I never really understood that though. How does getting punched by an exploding fist make you confused? Yep, it's Pokemon, it doesn't have to make sense. Anyways, he brings in Arbok, and Dusknoir does not really like the Intimidate, but I guess you can work around it. And he switches out Swampert, probably fearing like a Will-O-Wisp or something, which was coming, I think. So he brings back in Kangaskhan to take it, and Arbok goes for Switcheroo. I did not know Arbok could learn that move, that's pretty cool. And yes, you're probably expecting it by now. Arbok gets Leftovers and Dusknoir gets a Choice Scarf. And that's kinda gonna hinder him pretty badly. But Magnezone avenges him and one-hit KOs Arbok with a Thunder. So yeah, so far so good. And I did go for Will-O-Wisp on Swampert, but Kangaskhan came in and already has a burn. And now the Gravity's gone, so that's kinda bad. Because this team is full of high power, low accuracy moves that kinda rely on Gravity to be really effective. And he brings Persian back in. I get Magnezone out there, because Magnezone has a Focus Sash and I might need it sometime, so I'm gonna preserve it. Bring in Snorlax. Now this Snorlax is pretty unusual. Anyways, he goes for Fake Out, does not do much because he's burned. Persian goes for a Nasty Plot again. But yeah, it's a Snorlax, I don't really fear anything it has to offer. And I just go for the Will-O-Wisp, I mean I'm locked into it anyway, why not burn his Persian? It's all residual damage, and he does not have much left anyway. So he's gonna die from the burn next turn if his Life Orb recoil doesn't kill him. So hooray! Now, get Dusknoir out of there. because I might need him to set up gravity sometime, even though he's scarfed. Bring in Omastar. And Persian goes for Thunder, and we can already say goodbye to Omastar. Sorry Omastar, maybe sometime else. Not now. And Persian kills himself with Life Orb Recoil. So yeah, I haven't really been keeping track, but I lost Porygon 2 and Omastar, and he lost Persian, Arbok, and Dusk Noir. So I'm winning. Goes for another Hammer Arm, does decent damage on Snorlax. I go for Fire Blast, because this is an awesome mixed Snorlax. Fire Blast actually does pretty decent damage to Skarmory and the likes, with Metagross and all that stuff. But yeah, Kangaskhan is neutral to it, hence it did not do that much. And out comes Dusk Noir again, because I need to get gravity going up in this joint. And out comes his Slaking. And Slaking goes for Amnesia. It's some kind of novelty walling Slaking or something. I mean, Slaking does have pretty impressive defensive stats, but if you can only pull off an attack once every 2 turns, you don't really make an effective wall. Anyways, he goes for another Hammer Arm. Snorlax almost goes down, but Snorlax now unleashes his ultimate weapon, which is Mega Kick, and his ultimate animation, which looks freaking hilarious. Unfortunately, it does not do much to Slaking, because I assume that Slaking has like EVs in HP and defense or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, Zaki. I know you're probably going to watch this anyway. Anyways, Dusk Noir needs to get out there, because being locked into gravity is not going to help me that much. Bring in Slaking, which is a very special Slaking, because it was a gift to me from my buddy Prince Boo 21. Remember when he quit PBR and he gave people teams? Well, this is a Slaking that was on one of the teams that he gave me. And I modified it a bit for personal use, and now it's found a way onto my trick, my Gravity Room team. Snorlax goes for another Mega Kick. Slaking really does not like it. Unfortunately, Life Orb Recoil takes Snorlax out. And one major weakness of this team is the lack of physical attackers. I mean, Snorlax has max attack, but the only other Pokemon that has physical attacks is Dusk Noir, and Dusk Noir is not that strong. So yeah, the Slaking's at +2 special defense, so I might be in trouble. Bring in Magnezone again. He goes for Slack Off. Figured he'd have that if the moment I saw the Amnesia. So I go for Flash Cannon, take out the Kangaskhan. Because Thunder would just be overkill, and I might still need the PP, or it might have missed and whatnot. And Slaking sets up the Trick Room. So yeah, we do get to see Trick Room, but this is the only time someone uses it. And out comes his final Pokemon, which is Swampert. And yeah, obviously not gonna leave Magnezone in there against the Swampert. I mean, this would be a good opportunity to bring in Dusk Noir. I mean, he's scarfed. I can Will-O-Wisp both of them, pretty much crippling them, because you know Swampert's always physical. Or most of the time, and Slaking really is always physical. And he goes for a Waterfall on Dusk Noir. And it does not do much, because Dusk Noir's max HP, max defense. Slaking loafs around like a lazy piece of shit that he is. I mean, come on, he is NU for a reason, people. It's not his stats, I tell you. It's his ability. And Slaking goes for Brine and takes out Swampert, because he's at lower than half HP. So hooray! He's down to all but his Slaking, which can only attack once every 2 turns. So, and now I'm also going to burn it. So unless he has like a Lumberry or Rest, which I highly doubt, he's in trouble. So yeah, he goes for Shadow Claw on Slaking, which does not do all that much after the burn. Gravity returns to normal, that kind of sucks. But Slaking does not really have to have gravity around. I mean, he has Psychic, Brine, all of that stuff is 100% accurate anyway. I mean, gravity only affects Slaking by moderately boosting the accuracy of his Fire Blast. And I'm not going to use that because Psychic's obviously the better choice. But yeah, the amnesia really did work out for him, because that Slaking is pretty specially bulky now. And I only have special attackers remaining, so that might be slightly troublesome. Anyways, another Psychic, maybe I'll get like a special defense drop or something. And now he's down to below half. So unless he slacks off again, I can pull off a Brine on him, which should do more than Psychic. And Magnezone intensifies the gravity again. Yes, this team has 2 Trick Roomers and 2 Gravity users. Porygon 2 and Slaking for Trick Room, and Dusknoir and Magnezone for Gravity. And yeah, things are not looking good for his Slaking. Trick Room returns to normal, but that doesn't matter because he's loafing around anyway. So Magnezone goes for Thunder. Still does not knock it out. That thing is beast. And Slaking goes for a Brine, and it takes out the Slaking. So yeah, good game, ZakkiOrichalcum. That's a nice team you had there. My team worked out better than I expected as well. Hell, maybe I'll start doing these PBR battles a bit more often. Yeah, it was a nice change of pace for once. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later on my channel. Bye bye.